Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting story. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's White. Brown down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's a pup.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Done outside. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Leonard. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here are the Clippers. Down low. Taken away by Holiday. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable.
I'm going to shut you down myself. Ain't none of that weak-ass computer did.
And he converts the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Tatum. Tries the spin move. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's White. His three-pointers off the mark. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite. Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. The Celtics with the lead. And here is Tatum. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Clippers on defense. Inside, Tatum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Back to Powell. Now, here's Zubats. The shot by Powell, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Out to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Spins. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Out to White. Back to Tatum. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And there's the frame being put to use by
That
Tatum.
computer D gonna get you killed, huh?
Down low.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Here's Harden. Nice D from Porzingis.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
The kick out to Holiday. Tatum on the wing. He's got 6. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I'm gonna make you guard me. Wherever your name goes, you gonna have to guard that guy.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
To the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
The Clippers, 5.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Bogdanovich looking around. The trade. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Boston leading by 11. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Shireman sinks the three-pointer.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
slicing and dicing the defense to pieces. When Simmons cuts hard inside, he is very hard to control.
The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Outside for Simmons. Back to Zubac. That one goes in.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Celtics leading by 10. Brown outside. And Craig has it in the corner. Celtics passing it around. Fades and shoots. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
You must be rested.
So both teams making some changes here. Celtics leading by 8. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's what Porzingis has to do. Use his size and length on the offensive glass.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harden up top. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Porzingis, defended by Jones. Here's Shireman. Just 5 on the clock. He can't hit that time. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Shireman. Holiday looking for an opening. To the middle. Here's Craig. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Craig's got his first points of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Tatum. And that concludes the first half. Boston on top. They lead by 6. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Here's White. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Dunn. Back to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
You learn how to play defense, then you might be good. All defense is angles, bro. That's it. Basketball's angles, period.
Tatum. Outside, White. Clock at 6. With the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hard-working. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
I'm about to stop playing. I'm about to dominate you.
Wing. Kawhi can
Stop
more
fucking
than
with you.
handle
Stop
his
fucking
own
with you.
down low.
Come here.
Outside, Tatum. Out to White. Fires the 3.
Now I'm about to dominate you. Playtime's over, man.
And the Celtics lead by 8.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard.
See how I play the angles?
Can't
I just
allow
play the
a
angles,
clean
bro.
look from that.
I just play the angles, beat you to your spot, cut you off. That's defense. That's how you play defense, bro. Angles.
Pass to Zubac. And
You ain't gotta
here's
play that
Powell.
whack-ass computer dude. Just understand basketball, bro.
Leonard looking around.
Cut him off.
A second chance. The shot.
That's how you play defense, bro.
And here's
That's how
Tatum.
you get cold
They'll
at the
bring it
game.
up for Boston. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Back to White. Yes.
That shit not gonna save.
With the assist that time. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
Now I ain't got no mercy on you. I'm about to destroy you.
That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
In the paint, Kawhi gets it done.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Harden. Plays it up and banks it in.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
Down low. Out to White. Uncovered. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Celtics leading by 8. Over to the left wing. Porzingis kicking it over. The kick out to Brown. Takes the three, and he's good on the three ball. Brown's got 5 now.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
And yes, it's good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside Tatum. This one for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Outside Tatum. Fades. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Stolen by Holiday. The 3. Tatum with another miss. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The 3 from Tatum. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we...
29.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Dunn. Leonard on the wing. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Celtics leading by 8. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Lets it go with the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Dunn left side. Right side Leonard. Craig pulls it in. Here's Shireman. Inside. And finished off by Craig.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Down low. Leonard with the bucket.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. And so they foul intentionally.
Timeout, timeout.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys. He let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Leonard. Porzingis with the steal. White looking around. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
The shot by Holiday, no good. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes.
Oh, jokes aside, though, you see how I play the angles, man? That's how you play defense, bro.
Boston leading by
I'll teach you something, man.
Brown outside.
Then you be unstoppable.
Pass to White.
And you gotta stay on your feet. You don't jump. You don't never jump when you play other bad release. You don't never jump when you play defense, man. They just put your hands up like this. Put your hands up. Yeah, you gotta jump. Make them shoot over you.
Brown outside. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Tatum, that's for two. And that one's on target from the wing. And the Celtics lead by 12. You coached Dan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
My bad, Drew.
You could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Celtics.
He had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster.
It feels so much better playing this game when you learn how to stop people on your own. You're gonna love playing the game then.
The effort we saw from him tonight, I think,
you're gonna like, I'm really cold.
And Leonard gets it to
I
go.
really shut him down. That's what it's gonna feel like.
Reads the floor.
I got too many rules for the computer.
Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Right side, Tatum. Pass to Holiday. 14 feet away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Clippers now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Simmons. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Sinks the triple. Taken away by Holiday. And So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference.